Welcome back to Darkside Detective. Part 2. We are playing Tome alone. Dooley suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Home alone. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No. I have some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Ah, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? It keeps us fresh, sharp even. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was the library, it was where the mayor kept her lying collection. Oh, right, that clears that up, so. This is the library. What a helpful plaque. Fines for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Can't we come to some kind of agreement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No. Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm. And you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? What? What are you saying about ghosts? The place is haunted, you know. The usual stuff. The usual. Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say a kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough, suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into it. Do, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. What book did Dooley borrow? He had Rules to Rave too. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us. And the law. What is it, and do we really need it? Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the law book. Not enough pictures. What's that you're reading? Skylight, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clock's went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? It sounds awful, detective. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. A silence. Shh. From a certain angle, it looks like Dooley has crazy hair. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. Is this your read pile? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. Guess we'll go in the office. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. But, oops. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt, for the record. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think of it. That's the price of working out, I guess. I got this for Doris last time I had to go get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Even the lamp is flickering. Never know when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Computer seems to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they could store more books in it. That's everything. An old elevator. Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Of course. What odd leaves this plant has. That's just the dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. Don't blink. Don't blink. I'll go over here first. What about this one? The words are short, and I think I could read the whole book from the one cover to cover. Oh, it's the suitable. Is that suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it, because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. A, B, C, as easy as 4, 5, 6. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. A Viewmaster. I loved those as a kid. I'll take this and see if I could find a use. It's times like these that I miss walking the beat. Gus is wrong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. Baby incites a riot. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities, feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. How would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. I've always loved trains and trams, not monorails though. Thinking they're better than everyone because they're up in the air. Why your parents don't love you? Okay. That's it. Sci-fi fantasy. If we lived in the medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside, bailiff, and his Squire Dooley. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger. Then I found out that they had to go into space. No thanks, that's where aliens live. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. That could be useful. Scrap. How convenient. I'd expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking rots pieces though. Fantastic obit. Drowned in moonlight. Strangled by her own bra. Glum tales of its adventure. Going to the third floor. Reading room and hobby. Hobby. It looks like he's jumping. You jump too if somebody shoved a pole up your behind. Wait a minute, these are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags and his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works, this guy. Jeez. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. It's true. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nethers sustainable. How to DIY yourself. Really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me. He's so goofy. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that is true. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello, my name is Raxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, detective. Sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people? Fair point. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. In here. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. What about the view mask? Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them? Lights off in here. It's radiating energy, like Raxa said. I think that may be a clue, possibly. There's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. So, cut it up. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Even cut up, it's too much to carry. Looks like I'll need to bring something here. Well, it fits. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider moths, do it again. Do it again? Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak, instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at the city library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Oh, yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select start. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were rituals meant to show the dead that walk among us. I remember this case. What the? Hello? Who are you, and how did you get here? I am that which can never be unseen, the ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful, if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I, don't rightly know. Right. But I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that witch is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others? The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. Looks like I need to figure out the password. What was all that again? Yeats, secret room, mad power within. We cool, bro? We're cool. Yeats. We gotta find Yeats. Here's Yeats. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one? Another? Ah, another spirit. Yes. Then with your question, you have answered my own. Huh? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen, on your travels, that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? That very same. I knew he lurked here about somewhere. You mentioned a hidden room. Yes, but on the matter I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just want... Not a word more, sir. Not a word more. I met your friend Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please? Just stay here and don't do anything. Oh, that girl's on the computer. Roxa? You mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected. Surprisingly, I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fan fiction, but I figured out the administration password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please? Oh. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You know, you may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business. So, shut the door on your way out. I think I'll leave him with his privacy. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it, as you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There is a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? Okay. I don't think we can go on the 4th floor. Broken button. The button for the 4th floor is missing. Petrophobia. Petrophobia. Fear of the number 4. Quite common for buildings in China to be missing the 4th floor. But the 4th floor is there. Just the button is missing. Oh, yeah. And we're not in China. You have all the answers, don't you? We have a button. Button from an old coat. Great evidence, Dooley. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button. Never mind this one. Okay. Somebody in here? Gail. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Hi, but not like Jan Toffs with their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? With right gear I could. Hey, I'd need a new button, mind. What's all this for? Could you use this button to fix the elevator? I mean, but... I can, but won't do nothing. Need to be conductive to make circuitry work. This should make the button conductive. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it will do the job. Just a few minutes to pop it in place. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gail. Happy to help. It were fun doing some useful gain. Alright, I want to see if there's anybody down here. I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. What's it about? It's the story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. Scared of ghosts? I fear I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, a lot of them. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists. Horror writers and DIY fanatics. Horrors, a lot of them. Okay. Oh, hey. Big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Oh. I read your detective books. Wonderfully over the top. Chet. Go to the horror section. Oh, looks like Dora must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur, if you ever catch one, the Internet and Other Fads, Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum, and MMO Accountancy, Be the Fictional Banker You Always Knew You Were. Looks like you can get to the roof through here. Thankfully, it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. Only because they cannot fathom the dread and conjured, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadful lacks true horror, at best spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlton fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Ha! You're an infuriating man. Edgar Allan Poe. The book Yeats mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at Lovecraft's section. A bit too godless for my tastes. I wonder if the missing book is the one Bluton took. What's going on here? I didn't take this blasted book. It was that childish Bluton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current suggests. My works are vastly superior. He is being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my aesthetic horror. With your aesthetic rubbish? Right, I'll have you mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two stop it. Or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here. And not a peep. Okay. So... we need to go back to the children's section. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Everyone seems to be talking to the air, but me. I always knew I was the sane one. What about the book that she has? Oh. Why is the window onto the roof locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons? I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No. I'm too busy reading my book to help. Dooley, can I use your card? It still has spines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. I really don't want to put my face on here. but I really need a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. So now I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. Cool. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow. Like this one? Oh, well then, here you go, Paul. Paul. My name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card, Paul, Paul, Paul. Trashy novel. Okay, so now we gotta bring this to the horror section. Is this my book? No, it is not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah. Reverse vampire, blah blah blah. Love story? It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed. Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone now. Back to finding the book that opens this lever, I guess. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Ah, you ruined the kid's illusion, detective. Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. Right, we pull this and... Well, there's a hidden door. Yeats and Crawley were talking about. Creepy doorways are reoccurring motifs, if I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. What is all this? Magica. Alistair Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game. The Goonic's Guide to Ghoul and Ghosts. Rituals for Modern Witch Halls. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. The Necroman Cyclopean Cookbook. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open on the Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch! Seems to be charged with this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. Probably to the roof. What a strange thing to find here. A normal library fare, this. Full. A periodic table of secret, magic element. So what are you doing here? Like the moth to the flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. I hope this works. Now to find where that landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage. Oh, it probably landed in the children's section. What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books. But the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I like them, 'cause now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker, arrest him. Breaking and entering. Into your room of illegal books? Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghost and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He can join me and the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great. But back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Dooley, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. Here we go. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. More of that wiring from the secret room, and it leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break the circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. There we go. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Seems to have done it. Now to close that book. All the ghosts. Trunk's filled, detective. So I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dooley, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. Even an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business, sans haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Ugh, fine. Come on, Dooley. Let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. Case closed. Okay, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the Disorient Express.